Hey, Michelle here on my morning walk. Mr. Ollie and I are on one of our favorite little benches in the park, a little secluded spot here. And I am going to put together two little videos here today because it happens to be my birthday. So I wanted to drop two quick videos here around being an empath, being an HSP, and this one in particular. Oh, wait, by the way, if we haven't crossed paths yet, I'm Michelle from SENSATE SOUL, as well as the Soul Translator. And this particular video is going to be about, briefly, because it's a really big topic, but it is about how when we turn down our emotions, we turn down all of them, because our brains are just not selective to make, we can't have a lot of joy if we don't also allow ourselves to have the full spectrum of emotions, which includes the pain, sadness, anger, all of that. So whenever I think about this, I don't know if you remember the song, my son was really into it a while ago, just a couple of years ago, called Turn Down for What? Remember the video where all these people, it was kind of a house song, and all these people would like fall down the floors, through the floors into the ceilings of others' apartments building, in their apartment building. And it's a really intense, wonderful jam. And and it relates to it. It just makes me think of it every time when I think about this topic, because Mr. Ollie is very much wanting attention. Because you see, the thing is, our brains they're not made to regulate. It's not like a switchboard in that sense of that you can turn down one thing and turn up one thing when it comes to emotions, because that's like selective emotional processing. And excuse me, my ear thing keeps falling out. And for HSPs and empaths, we already have a heightened emotionality, a heightened sensitivity. So when we turn down our emotional spectrum, our emotional bandwidth, and yes, sometimes, we do it because it's just frickin' survival, because when you feel and think and sense so much of your own and everybody else's, it can be a really important survival mechanism to turn things down so that you don't get constantly overloaded. Well, Mr. Ollie really wants to be on camera today, so here he is. But because of being highly sensitive and empathic he's listening, with empathy, high empathy and high sensitivity comes, I'm sorry, this is a big topic and an emotional topic as well, but this guy is just funny. He's cracking me up because he's tuning in. A little light-hearted brevity here on this topic, featuring Mr. Ollie. But when we are more highly sensitive, it means that we have a greater capacity for feeling, for sensation, for creativity, for imagination. We're just more sensitive. And that means that you can feel more. You feel the highest highs and the deepest depths. There's a very large spectrum there. And unfortunately, when we shut off, which sometimes we have to do, like I just mentioned, but when we shut off our emotional spectrum, we turn them all down, because our brains just can't say, oh, well, you're allowed a lot of joy, but very, very little anger. That's usually repression. That's usually, avoidance. That's usually denial when it comes that way. So in order to authentically have authentically have deeper emotions, and we do want to have that, right, Mr. Ollie? He's got a lot of deep emotions. We do want to have that because we don't want to live flatline. not much comes from flatline. Like death comes from flatline. Sorry to use a strong example there, but it's true. That's what it is, you know. And the real thing is to be able to, the real thing in the sense of what's really helpful is to learn how to work with to identify our emotions, to work with emotional and energetic and also empathic regulation, so that we can, you know, grow that muscle, so that we can lengthen that bandwidth of being able to really be highly sensitive, to be highly emotional, in all the good ways, along with the deeper feeling ways that you know, that bring more sensation and sensateness to life, more experience and depth in life. And when, you know, depression, repression, all of those things are to clamp down expression, to clamp down energy. And there's also the saying, like, that depression is anger turned inwards. So somebody, you know, somebody may present as being depressed, but there may be just an incredible amount of repressed anger in there, that the depression is what you're seeing instead of the anger, or the sadness, or the repressed grief, or whatever it may be. So point here is that in order to be fully alive, we need to feel more, and to allow ourselves to work, to be with our emotional state. To emote means to flow, and in order to let the good stuff flow, we also need to be okay with and work with moving through the less than happy, happy, joy, joy, bliss, bliss feelings, because they're big teachers. They're incredible teachers. All right, so if you'd like more help as an empath and HSP, and also as an empathic entrepreneur and empreneur, come on over to SensateSoul.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear also what you think about this. And so much love. See you in the next video, which is coming up in a sec, because I'm going to hit record again. And so much love. Okay, bye.